with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
bang, 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 bang.
I say, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And it's that.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the
3508, a pleasant good morning to you. Denver Mohan, good morning. Ann Moon Sami, good morning.
ashes we
Reynald, good morning.
there's no
Wendy and John, a pleasant good morning to you. Soka Dolly, good morning.
none like you.
Carmen, good morning.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you
Hey, Joanne Rambachan, good morning to you. Desmond Hines, good morning.
our God is
A freezer, the moment, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Troy Smith, good morning. Balroop. Davey, good morning. Marilyn Ciceran, a pleasant good morning to you. Yo, Brady Bunch, good morning.
into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we
Durat Mohan, good morning.
there's no one
Jacqueline Sammy, good morning to you. Judy June, Judy.
like you.
Jody.
Our God is greater. Our God is
Marine, a pleasant good morning to you.
God, you are higher than me.
Daisy Basdio, good morning.
Our God is healer.
Rishi, a pleasant good morning to you. Michael Scotland, good morning to you. Philip, Fatboy, how are you going, my brother? Good morning.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher.
Let me say a pleasant good morning to all of you that are local in Laventille and environs, Peterman environs.
Our God.
Including Anderson Wilson. That I look on. And yes, Andy. I want Anderson Wilson telling me this morning. I ain't nothing, man. I ain't nothing. At least I know he understand what time it is. My side is UNC. There no gray area, red area. And on this program is not to protect or buff or be a sponge for no PNM, MP in public life. We go at that.
For us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us,
Yeah, you say Andy, what's your day? Andy, Karim, yes. No, call Anil Roberts too. Call Philip Alexander too. Call Kamala. Let them know she UNC government. Only talk about call Jolene, Munilal, all of them. Tell them she UNC government. Tell them that. That why they only calling Karim. Where he's a girl or man in public life. Oh, get the hell out!
higher than
Now let's continue. Marla, good morning to you.
God is healer.
Stefan, good morning. Just School, a pleasant good morning to you. A Freedom Woman, a pleasant good morning to you. Anne Brown, good morning. Mina, all Minas, a pleasant good morning to you. Anne Marie Amin, a pleasant good morning to you, my darling. Hey, how am I going to forget Matilda Rhodes too? I'm at First Street, you outside, you know. Foreigners, you know, that look on to the ground report, you know. Can't forget them First Street. Anne-Marie Amin, Marilyn Ciceran, and Matilda Rhodes. Yeah. On the online, yeah, man. Maybe they first know Bongsy online. That time is only radio people can get we on it. But when we hit that online there, so it have people will come from the beginning. No, not only radio people who online now. All the radio people who online now, all they used to look on radio. But have a crew. That then you still look on the radio because you have no radio for the local on. They're not in the country. And yes, it's about Trinidad crew that used to look on to vast social media because the radio bandwave then used to meet them, then reach them. The reach was poor in certain areas. May you see my foreign trend Begonians? Let me see first set, including my Canadian brother, Mr. Oh God, easy one, but
Turned into wine. Open the eyes
I can't forget, you know how to call and find out how you going to know how to give you a live call.
I do.
Waiting here from him long time earlier. How we call him boy Canada. Let me say good morning to Dave, or in Canada. Baby brother, a good morning to you. Mr. Blaine, good morning to Baby.
Out of the
Teacher Balmain.
rise, there's no one like you.
And video from Vancouver. They. Remember trio day.
Our God is greater. Our
Bless woman. I forget the thing where they come to pray. They come to pray the well, we was on match, and they go sing and they go pray the Bada guitar something. So Mr. Teacher Balmain, oh baby, text me where it is. All used to come and pray them before we go on match and thing. All up in San Fernando, they need promenade up there, so they praying. Them woman and them three women are called there. So Hindu women. Yeah, them three Hindu women used to. And we had Muslim everybody, you know. Everybody that unite under the umbrella of the pushback movement, you know.
rise, there's no one like you.
Hey, look my partner there, look my Christian partner there, to our Christian everybody, you know. So nobody can say, no, it's Roman Catholic, it's Anglican, it's Pentecostal, it's Jehovah Witness. Yeah, they love me. Especially the set when I was younger, they see small boy Andy. When I walk out naked. But I pray for that and they pray back for me and God bless me and forgive me for coming out naked in the place they when they only every Saturday they only want me to be them there in them little books there so. My mother ducking it, you know. She only Andy go look the outside. Look the reach. Yeah, come. And I had to be taking in all that kind of prayers they write you. Remember you're young, but understand why I take it in. That's why I life today. All I mean, look at leaving all people. Roger March, good morning. Sandra, good morning. Nancy, good morning. Angela, good morning. Bob Johnson, good morning. Anne Bong, I don't tell you morning already. Mary, good morning. Jason Mitchell, good morning. Lo Chan, good morning. Pearl Danielson, good morning. Majid Ali, good morning. Kabul, good morning to you. Bishop Maharaj, good morning. Raul Prasad, good morning. Tony Jail, Tony, good morning. Otulda, good morning. Dave Samraj, good morning. Tara, good morning. Pamela Palu, good morning. SC, good morning. Jesse, a pleasant good morning to you. Keith, good morning. Samuel, good morning. Pundit, hey, Pundit. Param, Marge, good morning. Boben, good morning. You know who's our next one though? Is around to Jimmy Ram Creek. Yeah. And 8 doubles and roti. Noel Brong, Gita Brong, them there so too. Dennis C. Paul. Them is online people that are wrong long. Dennis C. Paul. And Journey them. Big Ram. I say morning to Dr. Gobin. Son Gobin. Freddie Brown, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right, all here, Wayne Felix, good morning. Cyril, good morning. Ruben, Ruben, good morning. Lawrence, hey, let me say good morning to Miss Lawrence. Dennis Lawrence's mother, former footballer. Angie out there. Iron Lady, the juice woman. Mommy Juice. All them who out there. Beverly, good morning. Angie. Miss Brooklyn, good morning. Curtis, good morning. Crystal Fernandez, good morning. Kamala Silam, Sam Lal Singh, good morning. Jason Jeffries, good morning. Princess Tong, good morning. Dion, good morning. Pringala Mohan, good morning. Rupert Lal, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey Dana, Ramota Singh, good morning. Cassie Williams, a pleasant good morning. Alan Hercules, Audi, a pleasant good morning to you. I see you miss call this morning. Call me after 9 now. Call me back like after 9 when the program done. Give me a call. Maria Kalicharan, a pleasant good morning. Yolanda Cordner, a pleasant good morning to you. Zebran Ghani, good morning. Jill Monroe, good morning. Jennifer Mohammed, good morning. Anisha Sukdeo, good morning. Anne Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Arish, a pleasant good morning. Maureen Khan, good morning. Whoa, Kenrick Passar. Chuckman, yeah, he are long too. A pleasant good morning to you, Kenrick. Hey, you know, I can't forget we partner, you know, the Canadian one, you know. I believe he in well these days. By Nick Arish. Nick Arish. Mr. Ramnarayan. Mr. Ramnarayan, a pleasant good morning to you. That is my name. Orika Mela, a pleasant good morning to you. Michael Fugaro, good morning. Barup. Hey, I'm going to forget to Lenny. Mr. Lenny, a pleasant good morning to you. Mubarak, good morning. John, good morning. Anthony Kamona, a pleasant good morning to you. Elizabeth, good morning. Salaman, good morning. Brian, good morning. Dana Guckins, a pleasant good morning to you. Yeah, I see a miss call to call me after the 9 o'clock. Rajan, you Orlando, good morning. And I'm going to say monitor Orlando number 2. ENEC. Malo, all of you, a pleasant good morning. David Sami, good morning. Peter Brown, good morning to you. Miss Coover, good morning. Margaret, good morning. Delia De Silva. I'm saying good morning to Delia De Silva. A pleasant good morning to you. Diana De Silva too. Her sister, good morning. And Neil De Silva, her husband. Valencia West. Councilor Neil De Silva, good morning to you. KK, you getting ready for school? That's their daughter. Omer, good morning. Nasa Hussein, good morning. Susan older man, Susan older, good morning. Gemma Philip, good morning. 007, a pleasant good morning to you. Tracy, good morning to you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh Rambo Ali, good morning. Ivan Cicharan, good morning. Zaretta. Yes, good morning to you. Oh boy, Leo. Hey Leo, good morning my brother. I wonder if I Leo too what delay minimat thing they my partner we used to look on online to a while now too. Yeah, this gym and all kind of thing. Good morning Leo. Lo Chan, good morning. Joy Shram, good morning. Yeah. Davika Balkaran, a pleasant good morning to you. 8310. My front burner is Weather. Senseless Penny and her P&M Pirates. Conspiring with Maduro to undermine the present UNC coalition government. When I ask that question, and I say, if it is the Venezuelan and they want to play it so, we are to suspend diplomatic ties to Venezuela then. You want to, yeah. Mickie on the boom. Look, Mickie, I'll tell you see, look, he trying something different now. Look, Mickie on the boom all here. Watch him. Remember, you want to live better. You are UNC contract, you are contract, government contract. You are silk. You are European work, CPEP contract. Look, he's different now, he's different. Thing what happened to you now because he was moving like a P&M day boy. He was moving greedy. Look, Ole, he just need to live better now, Ole, watch. Mickie and the movie, he just need to live better, that all. So they don't vex at him. John, good morning, Shalom. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, look, Mickie on the boom again. He just want to live better, Ole. Though, Ramesh, good morning. Glory, good morning. Noella, Mohan, good morning. Earl, good morning. Viram, good morning. Dai Ragunana. Mickie done the woman right and all of that again. Hey, my partner Timothy. Timothy Roberts, good morning to you, my brother. Hey, is that the man? Noel, A&A doubles and roti. Timothy, you could go and meet me, brother. A&A, man. I done talk to him already. Call me after the program, Timothy. After 9. You could go and meet me, brother Noel. Prong. A&A doubles and roti. Yeah. So you come after the program. I done put everything in place. Chanja, Rackber, good morning. Balkasoon, good morning to you. Ronald Wilson, good morning. Sometimes I just forget. Somebody else is supposed to put something in place. Boy, all here, I just be so much a thing and then, so all who know how to put certain things in place for them. Oh, you all drawed certain things to my attention and wanted my input. Well, they call me after the program now. Oh, Lord. And is that so? Just school, good morning. There's not so much to concentrate on. David C. Pasal, good morning, but I nothing. I make room for each and every one of you. Master Songs, good morning. Yes, Trump should revoke all them P&M minister visas. Well, MPs, they're not ministers again. Let me correct it. MPs. Where's that time MPs? As I said in my video yesterday, any bomb at a drop, it must drop Balizé house first. When all 13 of them PNM MPs and them inside it. Carmen Sibalak, good morning. Lokon from Queens, New York. Motherland blessings, yes, you love your country, Carmen Sibalak. Lenora, come about, you're late. But you later than me. Where the hell? Calvary Square, good morning. Ian, Henry, good morning. Abigail, how we going? I'm playing good morning to you. All of you jumping on late in the place here. I tell all you, oh, man, don't leave me. When all they see the live come up, leave Stefan and all of them alone, you know. All right? Don't do the Pitbull that. Radical, good morning to you. Farmer Kane, Farmer, good morning. Jack Dio, good morning. Douglas, good morning. Bernard K.R., I ain't see you for some days. Good morning. Balraj, good morning. Tara, Rez, how we going up there in Kufa? Not Kufa, I am. Oh, go forget Tara up on the hill there, so looking down the whole place there, so. Oh God, I am. Queue up. Yeah, queue up. Robert Senanan, good morning. Audrey, how are you going, girl? You have that big UNC flag in front of your place up there in Chumakat up there, sir? Jason, who killing you? Yes, Carmen Sibalak, and make sure all we fellow brothers and sisters out there in New York, in America, in England, whether they're part of the Caribbean, whether they're in Austria, like Mina Steiner, all of them there. So we have people all in South Korea. We ain't none in North Korea. Ching Jong Yang go kill them. We have all in Australia. We have in New Zealand, yeah. I close it up. We are all in Africa, kind of thing there, so. Yeah, we have people looking all over. I shock it at Trinidadian and Tobagonians and all over there, so, you know. When I go and checking up on this, on YouTube and Facebook, them, like, when over the listeners and them, people who lock on, boy. All in Africa and thing, you know. Oh, God. Ruth Rockborough, Maraj, good morning. Yeah. So all my foreigners that are lock on, what's me? All little get up. I think I have one of the most among the foreigners. Lock on to program in Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, how about okay, forget we Norine Harrigan, Dave and Deborah. Oh, we got. You see that battle? Let's remind me. What about Valerie and all? And she was one who did. Valerie used to come out and give me paraphernalia when we go here and protest. Well, they must remember all of that. Don't let me fallen soldiers. Don't let me forget we fallen soldiers too. Brandstone, the white boy used to come out and protest with me. Yeah. We are the most among the foreigners as look on the program in the morning on Trinidad and Tobago, you know. The ground report. And thanks to all of you foreign Trinbagonians that when all meet up our brothers and sisters out there from our motherland, Trinidad and Tobago, where all you make children out there and have grandchildren out there. Every Trinbagonian all they meet, all they let them know why. If all they want a good program, if all they want to know what's going on back home at the motherland, all they must look on to the ground report, Real Media TT, the ground report on YouTube, Corner Transformation. Yeah. All they spread it. That's why we build. Beverly, Good morning, you know, join me. But Maraj, morning. So thanks to all you the foreigners that's spreading it worldwide and making sure that one of we main links or your main links to the motherland, to Trinidad and Tobago is through the Gong Report program.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yes, morning. Kareem Marcel, MP for Lavantil. Kareem. A waste of time, a failure, a PNM rat, a PNM dog. He's PNM, he's a public servant. It's war on the Gong Report. Google and them program is for niceness to he. Sharon waste of time, Felix, all of them, that niceness for he. Like PNM fleas and them talk good about he. On this program, it is what it is. He's a PNM dog.
Bang, 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 bang.
And the same way telling me this morning, you know. Andy, a girl. Yeah, you must know it's a girl asleep with you. You can't remember. Ask your, let me tell your wife. Put your wife on the phone and let your wife see her thing. Let she look on. Let me tell she is a girl. Because you asleep with you. And the same way saying, yeah, you ain't tell she. I slap you all out. You slap me all out. Play up with me all out. You ain't tell your wife. That's why you know it's a girl.
Bang, 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 bang.
You have children. Tell your big daughter and son and them that you sleep with the girl, the Pitbull already, Andy Williams, you slept with me. Tell your children and them that too. No shame. Let them know you're sleeping with the Pitbull. How the Pitbull is a girl and use my man. Yeah? Use my married man, use my man. Tell your children and your wife that. That's how you know it's a girl. Tell your wife and your children and them that you pull on my G-string. And you spank me. Tell them Kareem was there watching we too.
Bang, 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 bang.
Not the Pitbull partner. I don't afraid Rowley. I don't afraid the Honorable Kamala Prasad, the Sessa, Munilal, nobody. I is an independent thinker. You understand? And every pot stand on its own bottom with me.
Bang, 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 bang.
I never say your nephew is anything like that. I say you are because you is my man. Remember, you know I is a girl Anderson Wilson. I don't know nothing about your nephew. All I know about your nephew is why they talk about. He's a waste of time politician. He's a failure to the people of Lavantil environs. He can't self debate God in parliament. That is what I know about him. Political wise. I don't know nothing about Curry Marcel personal partner, and I don't want to know. Anything I did dealing with Curry Marcel will be is public life scenes. But you now want to get personal with the Pitbull, to let everybody know you jockeying the Pitbull. The Pitbull is a girl and you is my man. It's you talking private thing. You letting everybody know that you is a bola man. Because your eyes are girl and you is my man, Anderson Wilson. Why you talking me personal business, Anderson? Why you letting your wife know that he is a bola man? Why?
Bang, 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 bang.
Don't let your trainer know him know that. And yo, let me leave you. You want me to go down to your level. And as my brother Timothy Roberts say, Andy, don't carry yourself down to that level at all. Let me let Anderson Wilson come up to mine. Let's start the number one program in Trinidad and Tobago in the morning, The Ground Report.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Nice, Trinidad and Tobago. What's on your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? I get a little carried away there. Let me apologize to each and every one of you for going to a level that I don't supposed to. And to make sure I shake off that.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power.
Our God, our God, our God is.
Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hear me, man. Come on.
Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God, our God. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are
If you know who do that, carry it to the police.
Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God.
And I said, "Day, you're banned from this program." Tell you I don't afraid you, boy. And if you know who killed Gladiator, carry your information to the police.
And if our God is with us,
Bang, 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 bang.
if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against.
Imagine that. You fighting the Pitbull, fighting a program for Curry Marcel, P&M Curry Marcel. Why rock so?
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine.
The P&M kill Gladiator.
Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power, our God, our God. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. No one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power, our God. is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if
Trinidad and Tobago, yours truly the Pitbull on radio, and a real vex. What really does go through Penny Beckles' head, boy? What really wrong with Penny Beckles, boy? Look in front of a Balize house here. The Balize house. And just across the road, the Venezuela embassy. The Venezuela embassy. Balize house, Venezuela embassy. Balize house, Venezuela embassy. Should Penny Beckles be tried for treason? Should she be locked up? She do the same damn thing in the UN the other day. She come to do that now. Instead, she stand up for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Weak belly Penny come to support Venezuela. Whom she choose Venezuela over she own Trinidad and Tobagonians. This way it is. Penny, I understand that the PNM realize he is the weakest opposition leader that it have. I realize, or all of we realize, Trinidad and Tobago realize that they realize that you're so weak that they planning to change you. Yeah, that they will vote you out and change you and put back Stuart Young. And that is why you're only supporting Marvin Gonzalez, Colin Mbert, Rowley. Who really is your opposition leader, Penny Beckles? Who really is your opposition leader? A weak belly Penny? Eh? The next thing, I only hope the police commissioner digging into the person that went on Facebook and organized and taped Kamala Prasad Bisesa house, the Honorable Prime Minister house, and saying about let a bomb drop to blow up the residence of the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Find that person. Find that person. I'm asking John Jeremy if it have anything in law to deal with Penny, with what it is she do there. The next thing, I'm asking the government of Trinidad and Tobago to cut diplomatic relations with Venezuela. Because in my book, the Venezuelan ambassador was out of timing, was not diplomatic, and should have never encouraged Penny to be on that kind of thing. Let me say, we are the ambassador in Venezuela. And we and the opposition in Venezuela played a go in to talk to we ambassador of Trinidad and Tobago in Venezuela. Boy, them Venezuelans would have stormed the ambassador place. Them Venezuelans would have thrown out we ambassador. So I'm asking the government of Trinidad and Tobago to cut all diplomatic ties with Venezuela, and for a matter of fact, organize and ask all citizens to come with a passport or walk with the ID and deport all Venezuelans from this country if it's so. Because at the end of the day, Trinidad and Tobago make a stand. This is our country at line here. We all must be patriots. We have to stand up with the government of Trinidad and Tobago and not play. We do like the opposition. The opposition is really what? Venezuelans? Or is Trinidad and Tobagonians? Who the opposition, this weak belly opposition leader for? Trinidad and Tobago? Or for Venezuela? Or for the people of Venezuela? Come on now, man. Penny, weak belly Penny. Do better than that. Come better than that. To hell with you. At the end of the day, they're going to move here anyhow. They're going to move here anyhow. You're weak. Weak belly Penny. Weak belly Penny. I should bite you for that. Penny, you're weak. Weak. Venezuela embassy. Balize house. Balize house. Balize house. Venezuela embassy. Birds of a feather flock together. It is rumored or it is said that they are narco traffickers, drug dealers, and that is what's going on. Rowley, the PNM, all of them is narco traffickers supporters. They're supporting the wrong thing. A real vex and more. A real vex. So I want the people of Trinidad and Tobago to see again. Venezuela or Trinidad and Tobago. What it is? Can't be both sides. It's either you with Penny. It's the people of Trinidad and Tobago or you for Venezuela to run them. You can't pick both sides. You should be hanged for treason, Penny Beckles. They should hang you for treason, Penny Beckles. There's a wicked ball-headed woman. Lost to the Pitbull radio. I'm out there, and hey, if any bomb had to drop, it had to drop by his house first. Drop by his house. Any bomb had to drop, not by Kamala Pasabi Sessa. They drop by his house first, when all 13 of them inside are here. And one.
Yes, Andy Jones, remember I don't know how to talk Spanish, you know. So it's yeah. I don't know, Penny them don't know neither, but they're supporting that. Se la just say, ¿cómo estás? Bien, gracias, y tú. Senorita. Whatever. I don't know about that language at all. You know what I say? Andy is Spanish killing me. But what I'm going to do, I real vex there. I'm trying to talk in Spanish. I can't talk in Spanish, so I try to sing as close as possible to Spanish. What I'm going to do? Almun Sami Santa Cruz. Where am I doing truth, girl? I can't where am I can't talk Spanish. I was looking for a Spanish person to go with me, you know. Where I have them translating what I say one time. So that I get the hands and the message I go back to Venezuela. But afraid that the mercenaries under low profile in Trinidad might take them out. So I say, well, all right, and you go talk at the Spanish for people to understand. Either, wherever. So all don't vex the Pitbull, right? I tried to talk Spanish, I can't think that. I wanted to invite Miss Arima to come and translate for me. But like she and all, she is a weak belly too. She afraid them mercenaries and them maybe take she out. That name going and spread all over the place. Weak belly penny. Not penny had no sense. From the time that start to hit all over Trinidad and Tobago, it will be her anthem. It will be her surname. It will be her nickname. Weak belly penny. All in Parliament. The MPs of the UNC. The senators of the UNC. Everybody must address Penny Beckles as Weak Belly Penny. Talk to your MPs. Talk to your senators. Talk to your councillors. Let everybody know the new name for Penny Beckles, aka the opposition leader of the PNM, is Weak Belly Penny. Yeah, the Venezuelan security, them only watching me. Them security guard, they wasn't there first, then they started thing, then they started draw closer and closer. When we done, they asked me, wait, if I is a minister, if I is this, if I is that. Nice. Let me get you all in, but meanwhile I'll go through the papers so we take our headline or something, right? So let me get you all inside. Oh boy, let me hook up the phone here for the foreigners too. Well, let me say our foreign train big onions. Let me say morning to Mother Bernie, Tobago, the whole of Tobago. I hear the Silver Fox long time. We're going on with the Silver Fox. That is how we all will address Penny Beckles, the opposition weak belly leader, from now on. When you all talking to all MPs, your councillors, everybody you all talking to, make sure spread the word that you on the Ground Report endorse Penny Beckles, nickname as Weak Belly Penny, Weak Belly Penny, Weak Belly Penny. Bet me the PNM people and all go be calling she Big Belly Penny. What shall I go see? They go throw she out for to bring back Stuart Young. Oh God, 007 out there in the UK. UK pussy out there. A pleasant good morning to the UK pussy. Or it have people all look on TV all in Scotland too. Yeah? In Ireland too. Well, I go say Great Britannia, so it go bring in all of them. Yes, that's we name for her now. Weak Belly Penny. What you go see Arnold Roberts and all will be in Parliament say making mistake and saying Weak Belly Penny. And you all will know that come from all of us on the Ground Report. We christen Penny to her true status. She's the weakest opposition leader that this country have ever have. She's the weakest opposition leader the PLM ever had. And she is Weak Belly Penny. Well, as you are take that from Ann Moonsami, will everybody know now?
Bang, 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 bang.
So, Miss Santa Cruz, don't forget, when you're talking to them MPs and them, let them know that everybody must address Penny Beckles as Weak Belly Penny. Tell Arnold Roberts you won't make a mistake in Parliament and say Weak Belly Penny. Tell Barry Powered Up to make a mistake too and call she Weak Belly Penny. Yeah, Rafi, this PNM Indian. Yeah, he. Non-grata Kamala. Well, how she's a person of non-grata? Come on now, man. Weak Belly Penny's a traitor, Rafi. Trying to make we country look bad. Going against the whole of Trinidad and Tobago for the Venezuelan country. Well, if it is she like Venezuela so much, go Venezuela and live. Weak Belly Penny, go Venezuela and live. I don't like that thing with woman, but I make a mistake and say this bald-headed woman. Bald-headed weak belly woman. Right, all here. Let me get on to the show there. Let me see where's the first call there. Where's the first morning caller? Let me see where's the first call. Yeah. Hey, morning caller.
Andy Williams, good morning to you.
Hey, a pleasant good morning. And I like that you call because you have been in talk show program for quite a while. I have been under attack by Anderson Wilson because he is protecting or don't want nobody to talk about Corey Marcel and public servant a MP for Laventille, a man that is in the parliament and talking a set of crap. He attacking me, the whole program, everybody, for his PNM family, but saying he's a UNC, he love Kamala, he support Kamala, he love Jolene John, he love this one, he love that one, but want to destroy people's character, destroy people on this program for his PNM nephew. What's your thoughts on that, COP? Let me see how you this think. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, Andy Williams, to be honest with you, and to be frank, all of us, even Andy, a part of talk show program for some years. I will tell you, take control of your program. I will say, I think Anderson, because I listened from the beginning and I read through all the chats and things too. I think it is rude and disrespectful of Anderson. Me and Anderson defend me for 25 years. I know Anderson defended me. Anybody say anything about me, I know Anderson come out and defend me. But I will say it is disrespectful to come so hard, because that wasn't no political joke and thing where he was coming with over there. That was plain disrespect. And I think he wronged to come with that plain disrespect. So this hour in the morning. But you have to take control of your program. You have buttons over there. You have device over there to take control of your program. And from the time they go wrong, I would just say take control of your program until ask Anderson. Anderson having the two sides. He could support the UNC for this 5 years, or he could cost the UNC for this 5 years and support the brother and wait for next 25 years, probably when the country fell up at the UNC and want to put back the PNM. He could wait for next 25 years till Kerr Marshall going governance again. But it is rude and it is disrespectful. It was really sad to see a brother fighting a brother. This is one morning, the kind of things that he texting and saying, nah, Anderson, I can't support. I can't support something like that. And I also want to tell Anderson, our growth in the general public come from the opportunity we get an Andy Williams program. You can remember the good, the bad, and the ugly. Andy Williams was a talk show host and that. And all of us, me and Anderson and reporter and all of them, get the opportunity by Andy Williams sitting down in the mic and controlling the board and taking the calls. And for 27 years, Andy Williams, not Andy Williams, Anderson. For 27 years, Anderson, Andy Williams has been pressing the knob and taking our calls. For 27 years, Anderson, Andy Williams have been pressing that button and taking our call. Why put that in jeopardy now? Why put that in the public and be so rude and disrespectful in the blasted public? When the fifth program finished, you see 4,000 or 5,000 viewers. Why bring that kind of destruction to the viewers of the Ground Reporter? And I'm only answering this way because Andy Williams put me in it and asked me a question. And to be fair with Andy Williams as a brother and a friend for over 28 years, I have to answer transparent and honest. Why do that? Why don't you wait until the program finish and go by Anderson's house, by Andy Williams' house, or wait until you see Andy Williams, cuss him and tell him all kind of things? Why you don't do that? A friend will do that. A blasted friend will do that. A friend will not come publicly and use those words and say those things in text message. A friend will not do that. A friend that stand with a friend for over 2 decades. A friend will not do a friend that. A friend will meet a friend and cuss him out of the public and say, why you interfering with my nephew? So leave my blasted nephew. That your action is not for the public. Especially on the ground report. Especially on the person who pressed the red button and give you the opportunity to come in. We don't do those things. But Andy Williams, stop it. Stop it. Blasted, stop it. Anderson Wilson, stop it. It's time to stop it. That behavior is not humane. Andy Williams, that shake hand.
Now your contribution now. Yes, what shake hand? Now your contribution. What's on your front burner this morning, COP?
I don't have a timer. I would not get that deep because you take up 3 minutes.
No. Nah, you go ahead. And I'm glad that you mentioned, that I was responsible for making yourself and Anderson Wilson and many other people name be a household name via radio, via talk show program. You understand? I'm one of the people that was responsible for that. It have other talk show hosts that are responsible, yes, too, for making other people names, household names, and all those various things. But I'm glad that you...
Which other name? Which other talk shows?
No, it have many other talk shows like...
Many other talk shows is the cut we off.
Yeah.
Many other talk shows is the cut we off.
Yeah.
Aisha Welsh was one that gave me the opportunity, and many of us the opportunity. But mostly was on the ground reporter.
And I'm glad that you mentioned.
Mostly was on the ground reporter.
God bless your partner. You know why?
With Mighty K.
You know why? God bless you. A man who know where they come from will always know where they're going. Anderson Wilson had to know where he come from. It's Andy, the same Andy Williams, is who gave him a voice. And look today. And
press that red button. When all the PNM people them was saying, cut them off. We don't want them here. We don't want them here in the station. But Andy Williams, the Beatum crew is my friends, you know.
My friends too.
The Beatum crew is my friends. But the Beatum, Anderson as the leader of the Beatum crew, mustn't pull the youths and them in the wrong direction. He must understand. He must understand this is not chicky pet that you can eat how much you want. This is politics. This is people life we dealing with. This is betterment of the country. This is creating opportunity for the future of his community while it was neglected for over 70 blasted years. What direction you going in now? What direction that is? That's a direction of destruction, separation. After you fight for so many years, for a whole decade, why fight for separation now? It makes no sense. Andy Williams, an opposition leader and citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, the United States of America and Venezuela in their Kankatang, it have nothing to do with Trinidad and Tobago. That Kankatang taking place with Venezuela and America, that happening for about 20 years now. Ask Barack Obama why he sanctioned Venezuela. And up to now, that bacchanal taking place. It have nothing to do with Trinidad and Tobago. Under the PNM, Keith Rowley and them, under Penny and them, sign off a document that the American ships and them could come in the waters of Trinidad and Tobago in case of emergency or anything. Now today, the ship come in Trinidad waters, the PNM making it look like Kamala bring ship over here to fight Venezuela. That is not truth. You remember just the other day, we had a U.S. medical ship coming in this country. That U.S. medical ship coming in this country to help these sick people. That ship going back. You see the ship coming over here? This ship coming over here to help national security.
But what's probably better than that? Are you a United States Army or Marine medical? Because all of them in sold their clothes. Exactly, probably better.
This ship coming over here is to help national security and to develop with national security interests and to help fix schools and them. For over 45 years, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago get assistance from the United States of America. And that is what taking place in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And when you could see an opposition leader showing support for the Venezuelan, when the Americans have problem with them, what they are showing the world is that we support, as a PNM party and opposition, we support the Venezuelan. To hell with you Americans. You see that? You see that? Is the definition of sanction if there was an officer. And if there ever is to come in office. That shaking alone and that support alone for the Venezuelan. You should have keep your blasted hand closed, weak penny backers. And that's our talk, Andy Williams. That's really our talk at WZYE.
Yeah, weak belly penny. Nah. That weak belly penny talk. Yeah. We're going to take we thing here on Gong Report. That was born on the Gong Report, partner. Weak belly penny was born on the Gong Report. The first person that mentioned weak belly penny on the Gong Report was Santa Cruz, partner. It was born right here on the Gong Report.
Well, I wouldn't cuss you like Anderson. I wouldn't cuss you. I would just say you're the owner of that. I would just say you're the owner of that. But what this lady show the world, she show CARICOM, all the Caribbean leaders, all the CARICOM nations that Trinidad and Tobago give over hundreds of millions of dollars already, because we help every CARICOM in this country. We help all of them already. She show all of them that we're not supporting the UNC government in support of the Venezuela and the Americans. We supporting the Venezuelan. And I want to tell the citizens of this country, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and the government of Trinidad and Tobago is not in support of the American going and fight Venezuela. You know? The UNC government in support of the Americans coming into the Caribbean water and stop the drugs from passing through our country. That is what them supporting. They're supporting the elimination of wrongdoers passing through our country. That is what they're supporting. Not the war thing what the PNM want trying to bring it and say it's conflict and look, they bring in all the fourth estate is look, they bring in worship, look, they bring in worship. Not one of those 46 people that the claiming that get killed in water because the US blow up shit. Not one of those blow up take place in Trinidad and Tobago waters. Why make it look like that? Andy Williams, not one of those ships that get blow up in Trinidad waters. Why make it look like that? Good morning to you, Lennox Smith, the principal of the Ground Reporter. And good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I find I take plenty long time. Thank you very much, Andy Williams. Bye-bye.
All right. But like Rafi is saying, right? Rafi Nanan, I don't know what you have against Kamala, so he's saying, he tell Regina Mirage, no, Kamala doing will backlash on Trinidad and Tobago, right? My big question to you, Ravi Nanan, what backlash Trinidad and Tobago could get or will get for supporting United States of America? Venezuela wouldn't trade with us no more. They wouldn't send out the doctors to our country no more. what did this give we oil and gas? They didn't give we oil and gas no more. What backlash? Well, the manufacturing industry on our shelves in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to manufactured products, mark Venezuela on it? What? We just buy boat engines from Venezuela? We need cement from Venezuela? We just buy salt from Venezuela? Let me be real now. Ravi Nanan, what backlash Trinidad and Tobago could get for supporting United States of America on the war against narco trafficking and drugs? What backlash? And now let me play the other way around, partner. What backlash Trinidad and Tobago could get if we don't support United States of America? Tell me, Ravi Nanan. I taken the principal role of the principal Lennox Smith this morning. Answer, remember you bright Ravi Nanan. So answer. I know the two questions asked. What backlash we can get not supporting Venezuela? Let me know how Trinidad and Tobago going and crumble, bent knees. And what backlash we can get not supporting the United States and supporting Venezuela. What backlash we can get and how Trinidad and Tobago could be bent knees. But you's a smart fella, Ravi. Nanan. So explain to all of us in Trinidad and Tobago that, please. Okay? Let me just clear them two calls before I say morning to Lennox Smith. We will go through some of the headliners and them, right? Let me do that. Always remember in life, people, and that is why I am a person will always see my way and live long. You see, ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft. You must know where you come from in order to know where you're going. Always remember that. If someone is a true friend and somebody care about you and have an issue with you, they will call you, they will talk to you privately. They wouldn't come to try to slander your name or try to destroy your character falsely, vindictively, on the grounds of some PNM member. I'm one jackass that no caca hole in driving or riding. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Andy?
We are red traitors on board, boy. Them not different we country, you know. Them different in Venezuela, you know. All who different in Venezuela. Why didn't go Venezuela and live? What Venezuela does bring to the economy here? Then Rowley and Short-Term Center, about 10,000, 20,000 Venezuelans to eat out with food, take all these small jobs, cripple the economy. They're making us set out children here. But let them go back home. I stand with the Honorable Kamala sister, she have belly like that for the guns and the drugs and human trafficking were going on. It's we community getting mashed up in the East-West corridor. You see much murders under the PNM for the last 9 years. It's black African youth killed one another for drugs, cocaine, take over the place right now. Right now, the flip right now in the promenade. All of them sniffing and start cocaine there in the promenade. For the last 9 years, PNM create pipers. They take away the laptop and give it 30 grams of marijuana and 4 weed trees. Them in charge of crime, drugs, and everything. So the Honorable Kamala Harris take a chance. She have belly to defend we country any way necessary. All who don't like what Kamala say, all go Venezuela. She welcome here, and we love she here. Because that week she demanded April 28th for betterment for we training them. We don't care about the PNM and them, boy. You understand, Andy? So we stand with the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. So and they look to understand. Let them go Venezuela. I feel more rather than balance the house, you know, Andy. We are look for him there first. Bless.
Lennox, don't forget to watch Slimy. People complaining like Slimy still cussing openly. Look for your name, block the man, press on the IQ by name. You'll see block. No. Oh, that when we off. Yeah, because we'll be live. I wonder if I could. I ain't seen it here. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning?
Pleasant good morning, brother Andy. Pleasant good morning to you. Andy Williams, pleasant good morning. Lennox Smith, Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good morning. Now, Andy.
Go ahead, my brother.
I want to send condolences to that little 8-year-old child from Guyana who lost her life because of a Spanish leaving Venezuela and going and place a bomb in a dustbin to destroy a little child life. Now, instead of Penelope Beckles take it upon herself and be a true opposition leader and send condolences to that child, the fight is about everybody only fighting Kamala and she team. Well, look, the boat comes Sunday and the boat's supposed to be leaving today, right? And with the boat here, there was helping schools, there was helping children. Children was being able to tow the boats. Children was being able to take pictures with the soldiers and them. Nothing on the war part where people was talking about war. No war. Right? People only talking about war. Like they want to see war. And all while realizing, Andy, all that is PNM. PNM want to see this country destroyed because they're not in power. Remember when Al-Rari, and when they lost the election the 28th, Al-Rari said he given this administration 12 months. 12 months. And that 12 months is war. Look now, Tuesday was the 28th. Tuesday was 6 months since the Kamala Persad-Bissassa in office, and what was taking place. Instead of doing the right thing, instead of saying the right thing, it's just how them could be representing the East-West corridor. How them could be representing the poor man on the streets, boy. How them people could be representing the poor people when you siding with a foreign entity against your people. You do that when the woman went America. You went in America. Now the woman standing up for something where we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, are being affected by the drugs and everything. Instead of you stand up for that. You ain't standing up for that. You want to destroy that. Well, Miss Penelope, because I wish you all the best. And I want Trinidad and Tobago to know before I go, only have a local government election coming just now. And I want only to take it upon all itself. Watch what it is Miss Kamala Persad-Bissassa is doing. And let we do the same thing that Tobago is doing. And yeah, locked on and listening, brother.
All right, thank you very much.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, so we have awoken to the opposition leader and we're bound going to the Venezuelan ambassador or interacting with the Venezuelan ambassador. And in our politics in Trinidad, unfortunately, that is par for the course. What is happening in Venezuela, Trinidad, United States of America, China, Russia, and these are the countries people leave out. People tend to leave out the Chinese, the Russians, and the Iranians, who have been in Venezuela for a long time, making sure that Nicolas Maduro stays in power. So everybody is talking the U.S. has always been involved in interfering with regimes. But here we have a classic example, just 7 miles away, of the Russians, the Chinese, and the Iranians. And I firmly believe, my conspiracy theory, that they were trying to do the same thing here. And into that maelstrom, We tend to put our local stupid politics above the greater international politics. This is the cusp of an armed conflict and the cusp of a trade conflict. Well, we're in the trade conflict. I'll repeat it again. Trinidad and Tobago used to sell fuel to CARICOM. Venezuela squeezed us out many years ago. CARICOM wants to keep that free Venezuelan fuel and not have to pay Trinidad and or Guyana, but it would be kind of a combination of the two. Guyanese oil, Trinidad refining. The CARICOM countries would rather throw Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana under the bus for their interests, which is fine. That's what they're supposed to do. Actually, it's not, because CARICOM is supposed to be a trade zone. We're supposed to look after each other's interests. They want to stab us in the back for their interests? Fine. My problem is when a Trinidadian stabs himself in the back, right? Penelope Becker is going to speak to the Venezuelan ambassador there. It's directly against your interests as a Trinidadian because it would continue to squeeze of us out of the fuel market. One, it will continue the problem of the illicit drug trade and all of the ills that only really Trinidad, of all the Caribbean countries, only really Trinidad faces the brunt of, because usually those drugs come here first and it is repackaged and redistributed to be sent to Europe and or the United States of America. And the local warring gangs are for the right to be engaged in that process. There's money to be made as middlemen, right? So that scourge of our crime problem that many of these Caribbean countries do not have, certainly to the extent of Trinidad, it would be in our interest to see that end. But Penelope Becker doesn't see it that way, or she doesn't care. She puts her local politics above that and goes and interacts with a government that 3/4 of the world knows is directly involved in that drug trade. That is what happened yesterday. And the average Trinidadian needs to see it that way, because the other way to see it will be, again, as our local petty politics, as a PNM, and just because as UNC engaged in this process of eliminating the drug trade and reestablishing ourselves in the petrochemical market, including the reopening of the refinery and all these good things. We often put our local politics, which is based on you know what, above all of that. That is sad. But I'm hoping that by introducing the facts, the realities of what is happening versus the emotions, hoping people would see it a little different. Nobody again. So a couple of callers talked about CARICOM. And I've been saying for a while regarding CARICOM in this matter, they are choosing the Venezuelans because the Venezuelans basically gives them free fuel. Venezuela squeezed us out of the fuel market for the Caribbean via this thing called Petrocaribbean. So in their own interests, they are siding with the Venezuelans. You know what had to happen now with CARICOM? What did Eric Williams say? 1 from 10 leaves north. Right? The CARICOM, the Federation, the Caribbean Federation, that was supposed to happen back in the 70s or whatever. That fell apart. Right? CARICOM needs to fall apart because CARICOM nations individually are seeking their own interests versus the interests of the collective CARICOM, because certainly, they don't care if Trinidad and Guyana face the threat of Venezuelan drugs, guns, and even direct invasion from Venezuela in the case of Guyana. The threats were certainly there. But they don't care about that, right? And because they want the free fuel, they would side with Venezuela. So CARICOM needs to collapse, right? And it probably will. And that will be just as it should be. So curiously enough, Jamaica, a caller said something along these lines. Jamaica now has been ravaged. And almost certainly the first point of aid should come from CARICOM in an ideal world. It probably wouldn't because we are not capable. Most likely that aid is going to come from...
Nice. I just posted. Lennox, I think I tried on my side to block him from on my side your things. I'm not too sure. So you all who want corridor transformation, you all will let me know if all is seeing slimy still. Right? It's about 2-3 minutes ago, I block him from corridor transformation from on my side. I'm not too sure if it's actually corridor transformation that I block him on from on my side. Right? So you all will let me know now, or all of you that look on to corridor transformation, if you all have seen the name Slimy anymore, I blocked about 2 minutes ago. Let me know one time only. So in that way, Lennox, when I go through that, it means I get through from on my side to block him from on corridor transformation. So let me know if you all have seen any Slimy on corridor transformation still. I'm going to finish nobody there.
Countries like the United States, right? Curiously enough, who CARICOM is against right now. And the other country that it would have come from, mainly in the CARICOM, would be Trinidad, right? So here it is, a CARICOM nation is spitting in our face, but still will almost certainly expect aid. That's okay. In international politics, you're supposed to be able to compartmentalize things. But Trinidad will not be able to respond. I'll tell you why. Because our main means of responding, especially militarily, would have been our Coast Guard. Sea lift. You can't send enough aid via air. It had to be a sea lift. And we had vessels that were capable of doing that. They're still there. They're the Damon vessels that the partnership bought. The PNM packed up and are now unserviceable. But 3 of those ships, we have 3 ships that are capable of carrying a lot of aid. And they did it before. When they responded to, I think it was Dominica, one of these countries, was flattened. Right? So we would not be able to respond. And probably that's just the universe saying what it says in its own way.
Andy, good morning. How things going? How good? Trying to be good. Let me tell you something. Nicolas Maduro, Venezuelan president, is in bed, is in a cahoon with Russia, Iran, China, and Korea are not. All these people that they with. And your former prime minister was with them. Okay? And Stuart Strong and everybody else. Listen to what I'm telling you right now. Listen to this. If that Kamala did not win this election, all else cuckoo cook. Because I'm going to tell you why. The United States, like Donald Trump, ain't care nothing. It'll bring sanction on Trinidad and Tobago. You know what that means? You could not trade nothing with the United States. That is nobody else around. And what gonna happen? All the guys just like Venezuela. Right? All you have to say, count your blessing one by one. Okay? Count your blessing that didn't happen. Because this man called Donald Trump ain't gonna play. It's not like Biden. This Donald Trump will not play. He'd have put it on all you. Sanction. This man have no remorse with everything he done. Okay? So count your blessing again. Count your blessing. Spot the woman. She know what she's doing. She's supporting America and always do the same. Because all you have to burn your belly and wait and see what happens. Everything will be fine.
Oh boy, whisperers, check and see there. You don't have to come off corridor transformation. Check and see. I think I did it. Tell me if you're still seeing slimy. If only still seeing slimy. If only not seeing slimy, it means that I did it on my side. I didn't know that I could have. So let me know if only still seeing slimy. So far none only tell me only seeing slimy still. So it means that it happened. Because that's about 5 minutes ago. Hey, Love and Ash, a pleasant good morning to you. So let me know if only seeing slimy on corridor transformation still, please. Go ahead, caller. Yeah, caller, go ahead. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Yeah, morning. This is Orlando.
Orlando number 2. Go ahead.
Yes, man. I wonder how they get the posters in Venezuela, Kamala. Venezuela don't have a printery to start with. They can't print up it here to make the poster. Somebody had to be carrying that for them to get that. Or that was already a long time ago. Those posters with Kamala. And I feel Penny give the okay yesterday to figure it out. I don't talk with the ambassador in Trinidad, or let's start to protest it. So it's PNM 1 in Trinidad and PNM 2 in Venezuela. You can imagine that? A country that need help, you going on side in other country do help. What these people are thinking, thank God UNC win, according to the guy just now, if PNM win, we'd be banned from everything. We might not get in a sardine. We might have a line up for corned beef. We hear Marvin say, eat chicken once a week. You might eat it once a year. Everything will go right on.
You so correct, Orlando. You so correct, Orlando. As Kenrick Prasad say, if the PNM did only win back that election, Trinidad and Tobago, they dead.
Yeah, because look how these people acting. The American right in the water, and them don't care about America. You can imagine Penny don't care about the water. The people right there don't care about United States of America. People stand up in the water, they ship in Trinidad, and you don't care about them. You know what bad news that carrying to America? Let people don't make the mistake and put them back in power, because they're going to have a hard time in Trinidad. Venezuela will be laughing at us. America don't need oil, America have a great reserve, Rowley and them say Trinidad have no oil, and they run in the country over 9 years with the same oil. But them fellas want bigger business, do you understand? Trafficking and this and bringing guns and bringing, you know what I mean? The tablets, the little tablet that they're selling, that is, they take the raw material and make it into a tablet, so they could transport 20 million tablets in a little bag. You understand? One of that is drunken a man for a whole week. When he get up, he don't know if it's Monday, Sunday, or Tuesday. He going back on it again. So he thought he's sleeping a whole week. So this is what people have to understand. This lady didn't doing the wrong thing, she doing the right thing. Trying to take everybody and put them in the correct end. Penny and them don't understand why they could give everything a negative. PNM 1 now, we have PNM 1 in Trinidad and PNM 2 in Venezuela, You understand? So them protesting quite over there for Trinidad. How that could happen? You know what I mean? The war is not Trinidad war, is a United States war. Them we're dealing with the thing in the border. So nobody could help we again. You can't call China. China not coming there. Nobody not coming there. Already talking about Iran and talking about this and that. Nobody ain't challenging Trump, you know. Trump is not the fella that we think about, you know. Trump was so brave to run them ship quite up here. Already telling them Russian in Venezuela, Iranian in Venezuela, and Chinese. Something can, you know, he come in. He know them have real intelligence. Them could spy over the whole of Venezuela and see, well, if that is true or lie. So tell some people they don't understand the way how its system work now. Now is a modern way. Now you could get married on a phone. You don't have to see the girl again, go by she house, nothing. You could see a girl on her phone and married she. That's how technology come. So these fellas on their way talking bullshit. Sorry again. What is saying that Venezuela, Trinidad, it's Trinidad and Venezuela now and Tobago. It's three countries we look up right now. We look into three countries, you know. When we gotta change the national anthem now to or change the thing. Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela. Because your opinion them asking, I wonder if them is Trinidadian. They don't care. If they go right up in the East-West corridor and see how people suffering, them ain't go there at all. Them try and take the money and help the people all around, build their business and things. And all of them full in their pocket. They don't really care about people, you know. If they make a mistake and ever put back them people into power, oh my gosh, I'm sorry for we, Andy. We don't have no Trinidad and Tobago again. We got Venezuela and Trinidad.
Thank you very much, caller. Right, I think I clear all so far, so let me just make sure. Whoop, right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nice. I'll play them voice notes and Pastor John. Oh boy.
Hey, good morning, Andy, my friend. If was anybody else beside with Belly Penny, let's say the PNM was in government, and if Kamala Prasad Bisesa had gone and did what Penny did, by last night or before, you would have heard that senior officers in the TTPS would have already swooped down on the house and the office of the opposition leader to see if there's any documentations that has any diplomatic ties with Venezuela, to see if there's any snitching taking place and any and check the phone and the computer to see if there was any email sent, check and see if there was any traveling or whatever was being done to spread that news and whatnot, because obviously that rumor in Venezuela came directly from the PNM people who are unpatriotic. And yes, I believe that is bordering on treason. I remember when PNM was in power, remember what they did to Abu Bakr and everything, you know, everything they said, it's as though he's stirring up an insurrection or everything, and sedition. And I think that was an act of sedition too. I may stand corrected on treason, bordering on that. So I think everything that she's done and everything needs to be investigated, because if the Prime Minister makes an official decision, then that is a decision and a stand on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago, and Trinidad and Tobago has to follow suit, and nobody should be breaking ranks. And what happened is that they have that illegal Venezuelan regime with Maduro recognizing Penelope as the leader in Trinidad and Tobago, and you have the PNM recognizing the Maduro regime as the legitimate government of Venezuela, and that is how they communicated. But everything that went on before, the dragon gas deal that went on before, has to be thoroughly investigated. Every tie and every bit of communication that puts Trinidad and Tobago in trouble, and to see where all this information came, where the lies that they purported against the Prime Minister, wherever it came from, we need to get to the source of that. But I trust that our Prime Minister, as good as she is, as loving as she is, she will still find time to have her people investigate all of the above. God bless you all, and God bless Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Mikey. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to everybody on the line. Andy, listen to this now. You see, Wig Belly Penny, whoever christened a woman and gave you that name, Wig Belly Penny, that's the rightest name for that woman, not just she alone weak, Is that you see that whole bunch of imbeciles she have and she team there, the 13 of them, is a set of waste of time people, Waste them is the enemy of the state, Anyway, here we're going on, Andy. I just making this voice so that to let you know here we're going on. Maduro, he is numbered. Between now, which is today, which is today, is the 30th, right? Between now and anytime next week or week after, at best, Maduro will be no more the ruler and leader of Venezuela. Because the talk is on the ground, right? Both inside Venezuela and elsewhere. Trump and them moving in. You understand? Maduro time is up. That is it. That is the talk. Because a lot of the people inside Venezuela against Maduro, they don't like Maduro, they want Maduro to go. You understand? Because of 8 million plus can run out of Venezuela. That tells you the kind of leader that man really is. He's a beast. Just like the big, bald-head, ugly, nasty, stinking one we had here as a prime minister. You see how he brings Trinidad and Tobago to the condition he bring this country into? The man brings Trinidad and Tobago into a chaotic state. And that is his partner. That's who them liming with. That is them who upholding criminals. But God don't sleep. Them had an answer. God don't sleep. We feel like you come out, God put you on the earth here, and you go and questions to answer. You have to give an account. Every man who live and born, right, and dead, must give an account. So if them feel them get away, get away, But anyway, I'm gone. God bless.
Good morning, Andy. Lennox and Mickie. Orlando here. Andy, you don't need to go down that road with that guy from the beat-up. We know all about the beat-up and what the beat-up get. Thank God, at least they can say somebody from the beat-up have a little education. A little education. But we know what the beat-up give, and we know what that guy, whatever his name is, gives. I don't want to call him name. Yeah, wasting my breath calling his name. Because he don't want it. He don't want it. Andy, I watched that debate yesterday, and he said it with Awari and all of them. Andy, why go? I know it's protocol and it's mandatory. You have to debate the opposition. But they're not going to vote for anything, nothing they're going to vote for. I keep telling you that no matter what good law we do, they are not going to support it. And the same thing with the other guy, that kind of fair skin for that. I can't remember the name, the independent. That man is not independent, that man is a PNM. So I don't understand why are we debating them. We just go and we vote and we move on. Save the people time and money and them senators because they're not going to support nothing. It don't make no sense. They vote nothing to debate the PNM or the opposition. Don't waste your time debating them. They don't debate. They come to criticize and demolish. That's all they do. Criticize and demolish. They don't debate nothing. All of them. They can't debate like Senator Roberts. So we waste them time debate. I watch them, man. I don't watch this student debate, Really, I just a little piece and I see the channel and say how much they are 40 minutes and I come back 40 minutes and watch the government debate because they make points, they put points. They don't debate rubbish. And somebody need to ask Penny why she went to talk to the Venezuelans. All the radio station and TV station interviewing she and you don't hear them talking about that. Asking she why. Is that your place to go talk to them? Nobody asking she that question. The woman look like she's gonna fall off the chair just now. She's so huge. I mean, come on, man. It's wasted. PNP supporters, they're telling people to get out and vote them out and they have the OC and get a new opposition party. All right, I'll be later. Bye.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. What says the what's on your front burner this morning?
Well, of course, a pleasant good morning to you. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
No, to this morning, I prefer to listen to the callers. I think on another occasion, I feel very comforted, very overwhelmed as to the level of intelligence and awareness of the respective callers that have called in and or the voicemails that you would have played. And I'm satisfied that we are doing a marvelous job in informing. I want to see it as an exercise in reciprocity. We would have provided some irrefutable information. The callers would have done their own research, etc. And having raised those matters, they were able, of course, to make some extremely intelligent responses and contribution. And I'm sure people are amazed all over the world, listening, of course, to the #1 political information and the social intervention program. I would want to say now, not in Trinidad, not only in the Caribbean, not only in the hemisphere, but certainly in the world. That's my view. So I will not belabor any particular matter. I have my own views, of course, but I would prefer to save it on this occasion for tomorrow. It's a program. And if you have callers, I would want to, of course, forego my stint at this time to, of course, engage. If not, of course, I would merely want to make my own or introduce my own 2 pence in terms of the impasse that surrounds the position of Trinidad and Tobago officially, the position of the opposition pretending to be the official voice of Trinidad and Tobago. Very, very, very significant. And some people talk about treason. Some people talk about, as Rowley would have mentioned, if somebody on the opposition, when he was in office, and in fact he did it, calling people, of course, betrayers and unpatriotic, etc., etc. We have heard that from Stuart Young as well. So therefore, the level of hypocrisy continues, and it's a question of do as I say, but don't do as I do, or put another way, in similar circumstance, don't do as I do. I am the one to determine what is right and what is wrong. Well, I tell them that they are confused. They're in a state of discombobulation. They are in a state of mental and academic and intellectual and cerebral decline, and that they really have no place in Trinidad and Tobago having regard to, and I'm being kind here because I could have used the word, they are totally dishonest. Yesterday, of course, I described Penlu Beckles as, of course, a political kobo with a very distasteful disposition of a parasitic nature, in other words. So if there are calls, I would want to forego, as I said, and let the callers express themselves. I'm just delighted that we are able to facilitate, and it's really, really, really a wonderful experience. I want to tell all the callers this morning, go to the top of the class from Turgi, come right back to the one that recently, of course, graced this program with their commentary and their interventions, and of course their assessment and analysis of the situation. If you have any particular issue you would like me to address, well, I have no difficulty with that.
Right, I want to go to the papers there with you in a little bit, but let me just organize and play some voice note there quick by the time.
Good morning to the Ground Report. Andy Williams, the people of Radio, Lennox Smith and Mickie Kerr. I want to say this. PNM is a curse, a disease. Lucifer living inside each and every one of the PNM opposition. living inside a penny, from Rowley right down. They have a hate for Trinidad and Tobago. They're seeing it quite clear how she operating. These people have something to hide. They have something to hide. Whatever arrangement they could make with Maduro, they don't want it to come out in the open, so the heart and soul is inside Maduro belly. They're trying to protect Maduro, so nothing wouldn't come out, but the thing will come out. It will come out. What they do, because they do real wrong things. Real wrong things, Rowley. And Stuart Young and them arrangements to make it with Maduro. That idea was going to Venezuela every month, every time you go to Venezuela, you miss him in Venezuela years. All you want to prance up yourself in Venezuela too. It's something to do and they're trying to hide it. They're afraid it'll come out. So this first time I ever hear, they're trying to support Maduro. That is madness. That is craziness. Penny have no moral authority to do nothing in this country. She's opposition. She have nothing to do. What help she want? What she want to tell them? What agreement she want to make? I want them to ban her. Ban her. Whatever she's trying to do, she have no authority to do nothing. To get no help to do what? What she feels she's the own government in Trinidad? Rowley hiding behind the door like Satan, Lucifer, when he was in heaven. Putting the angels against God. That's what them doing here. Them putting people against this new government called UNC. So Rowley is alleged, giving information, telling them what to or not to do. They're a bunch of old thief. I'm just Stuart Young and that stupid Harari who have no shame. How much money you collect every month to outfit your building? That building belongs to the government of Trinidad because not you. Check how much years and how much money you collect every month to outfit your building. You better outfit your building for you. All them things all the bill belong and money all the thief and building all the put up belong to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. You should seize all the building. You have no shame to give a comment yesterday about what they're saying. And machine potato face, foreign minister of affairs, foreign minister of affairs have no shame. Ian Beckles having meeting with Venezuela and them to do what? The man feel like somebody stand up on their face when they're born. You have no shame. You never bring nothing to the table. Nothing. All there is a bunch of thief inside PNM. They all skin the treasury. All they frightened. It's frightened, all they frightened, Becca's mad. She really crazy and shoot something wrong with that woman. Woman, go and check your head now. Go in sentence and let them get some medication and soak your head in it and see what will come out from it. Something wrong with you. You're not right in your head. You're really not right in your head. You're that stooge. They're using you. Is that stooge. Is that fixed skin that just throw you. They're trying to collect you back. You're that stooge for PNM. Them telling them to do that. We're taking advice to treat all trying to see what they could bring down the UNC government. So they want the help from Maduro to do it. But Maduro will get comment to him and all will get to comment to all you too. They're all walking all the way like Lucifer. All the Lucifer trend. Lucifer. All the following all the leader Lucifer too. He's Lucifer as well. That's the next Putin. Always Putin and Hitler. He don't care nothing about his country. He say he don't care who live, and dead, and who they're dead. Give him a break. The money belong to him. Rowley is the worst curse that ever come in this world. Is a curse that born and come in this world to destroy Trinidad. Throughout all your PNM, all you're going through, all you'll never see the corridors of power again. And in both, you wanted to say that people get a diarrhea when they bring the budget, you will get a diarrhea they can't stop. You feel young, you feel a young boy, you won't get sick, but your looking face like a old rotten mango. But you midget self, don't be laugh hard. All the time coming for all the boy, no shame, all the disgraceful and no shame. Shame eat out all the brain. And Penny, I feel your head like them cook calabash that fall from the tree. I want to watch that nothing inside it. Twa to all you. Twa.
Thank you so much, caller.
Then if I have to say anything, of course, Love did issue a press release yesterday. We had a debate on the issue that is unfolding at this time.
Andy, I did send you all a video concerning this thing with Penny Belly, or how you call it, she. That this thing need to be investigated by higher ground, because that is serious business. Our opposition leader could go against the people of Trinidad and Tobago and visit somebody country, which is Venezuela, dealing in narcotics and gun and all kind of thing, and them thing had to pass through in Trinidad first. Yeah? Lennox, is there any thing could take place like an investigation to find out what it is went on there? Answer those questions yesterday. I wanted to answer.
Frankly, it is a breach of convention, is a breach of protocol. Whether there is something illegal about it, that is for the legal experts. But from where I stand, it is clearly a cardinal breach of protocol, a cardinal breach of convention, and especially where you are talking to someone who is part and parcel of a scenario that is opposed to Trinidad and Tobago. In other words, Trinidad and Tobago has a different stance to what you would have gone to talk about. And then, of course, there is the other aspect of it where the ambassador himself ought not to have entertained having regard to the volatility and the currentness of the issue.
Let me ask you something, Lennox, with the ambassador part. The ambassador, because in real, I know ambassadors don't get involved in internal situations just so.
That is the point I am making.
When it gets bad as this.
He ought not to have accommodated her. And therefore, the conspiracy of Venezuela, the embassy here, and the opposition certainly will not go away of an attempt to try to undermine the legitimate and elected government of Trinidad and Tobago. That is clear. And she and everybody else who have been involved in that tragedy will have extreme difficulty in explaining to the population as to what went on there and why that went on. It is clear. And all you could say, in my perspective, apart from what I've said before, is that it's about the opposition and the PNM is about power. Is about being intoxicated with power, and have not yet accepted the fact that the people have rejected them overwhelmingly. Overwhelmingly, it's 26 seats. At the best of time under her and, of course, Rowley, they could have only get 23 seats. It's 26 plus 2 total decimation in Tobago. And you don't understand that is a massive mandate for the Kamala Persad-Bissessa-led coalition of interests and the UNC. You do not understand that? Well, the population will make you understand.
So Lennox Smith, I was right when I said, if something like that will happen, the opposite happen, let me say, something like that, because we ain't here, no, Lennox.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody.
So I was right when I said on my live yesterday, if something like that had happened opposite in Venezuela, what would have been the repercussions of the Trinidad and Tobago ambassador to Venezuela had something like that happen in Venezuela and the opposition goes to the Trinidad embassy and do something like that, what will be the outcome of our ambassador or the opposition of Venezuela for doing something like that when Maduro then make a stand?
The same position today, right thinking patriotic Trinbagonians are indicating and are upset about, and that is you cannot get involved in the domestic affairs of another country, because the whole question, apart from the fact that the whole question of zone of peace is a flawed argument, because there is no zone of peace. And I want to say, and I mean, and let me say it here too, that it is dishonest of previous and current leaders of CARICOM and of CARICOM countries who are pursuing that course of some elusive, amorphous zone of peace, when they fail to answer or to at least share with their respective population what is happening in Venezuela, and the fact that it's Venezuela's administration that has caused all of this to happen. If Venezuela was taking care of their people, they would not have migrated to, of course, places like Trinidad, over 8 million of them. If they had stayed the course and stayed true to the arrangement with the United States of having free and fair elections and, of course, being transparent in the whole process, that would not have taken place. The present situation in terms of the economic tatters of Venezuela ought not to have happened if, of course, Maduro and they had remained true to democracy and making certain that their people live a life that, of course, is best and for which they all strive, and anybody in the world, any human being would want to subscribe to. That has not happened. So
yeah, but what about
if these leaders, the point I am making, if these leaders, and put another way, only when these leaders share with their population the situation in Venezuela that created this situation, and the only prime minister, the only leader that is doing so at this time is Kamala Persad-Bissessar, to a lesser extent, of course, Guyana, because for obvious reasons, and that of Jamaica. Everybody else, whether it's Motley, whether it be, of course, Grenada, St. Vincent, Gonzales, etc., of course, our friend in Dominica, and that of Antigua, they seem to be myopic. They seem to be dishonest people.
Right, but let me ask you something. So, Guyana kind of standing in the grounds with Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica too? Jamaica is standing in the grounds with the Americans too?
Yeah, they are more neutral than the others, because you're not hearing them saying anything
about Trinidad, about Kamala.
That is blatant and that is overt, like, of course, the other smaller islands incidentally.
But then what would you say to the people?
Some person mentioned, I think, was nobody saying that they are talking in their own interest, but Petro-Caribe was a ephemeral exercise. It floundered even when, of course, Chavez was around. So I don't understand their position at all, because they are very dishonest. They are not mentioning Venezuela in the way that one would have expected, having regard to the realities and what caused, of course, the Americans to be here in the first place.
But let me take this call, but our next question you will have to answer after I take this call here. This question, let me tell you the question, so you think about it, and let me take this call. The question I ask is, remember you are saying that the Venezuelans bring that to the cell for where it go. What about the naysayers that will say the Venezuelan government cannot take care of their people because of United States sanction on Venezuela, whereby Venezuela cannot import or take or be able to make the money to be able to take care of the people, and it's the sanctions as what cause the migration and the destiny that of the Venezuelan people, and not really the direct fault of the Venezuelan government. And a big example is like such places like Cuba. We go after that. Answer that after this call.
I addressed that last night, so it will be very easy for me to address it now. But go ahead.
Go ahead, call.
Take the call, and then, of course, we will
Good
discuss
morning,
hereafter.
Andy. Good morning, Lennox, Mikey,
Good morning.
Newbie, and to everybody out there. Andy, first on the agenda. I am so proud of you this morning. Well, since Friday, when you put that next one in his place, right? That is where he's supposed to be. Put him in a corner. It took you too long, Andy, right? But I hope you can revive something. And you know who surprised me? Matilda Rhodes. I was shocked when I saw Matilda Rhodes' comments this morning, right? Because she said she don't want to hear nothing about that man again. You see, all you have to see for yourself because of what happened. And I'm addressing this to Matilda as well, right? No offense, I love you and everything, right? But the thing about it is, he has been so disrespectful for so long, and I have been highlighting it, but I'm not saying you, but the rest of them feel because it's me he was attacking, they didn't see the need to defend what it is he was saying. And Andy, go with God, boy. You go with God full force because they're too disrespectful, right? They feel that they could come here and elsewhere and say what they want about people. And as I am on that topic, I want to tell that man from the Workers' Right platform, when I say something, you're quick to call Andy and Lennox and tell them to talk to me, right? I have nothing to tell you because as far as I'm concerned, you are irrelevant. You couldn't even win your deposit in an election, right? And you want to continue attacking me? Just remember your name in the cybercrime unit, right? I am not going to respond to you again, but I'm just telling you, your name in the cybercrime unit, right? Yes, we are out there in the political arena, right? But don't come after me for speaking the truth. If I lie, and Andy, I have been with you all from way back when.
Correct.
There was never time I came here and lied on the PNM. My beef is with the PNM, right? And anybody who want to come and stink up the UNC and stink me up by extension by calling me the C word, right? Because there's a certain failed political leader, right? I don't know if it's athlete foot half her getting on so or what, that cannot refer to Indian people unless she call them the big C word, right? And if she called me one, I will respond to it because I'm a proud Indian. And you want to call me names, come and call me names. I have nothing to tell you. You want to attack me, go right ahead. Say what you want to say, but you're not going to stop me. Or you're not going to stop me. Because, as I said, my beef is with the PNM, what they were doing to this country, Andy. I never lied. I never brought half-truths and innuendos, and I never brought propaganda. Everything I said from the time I came onto the program in all the programs I've been on since 2006, right? I have spoken the truth. And if you want to kill me for speaking the truth, go right ahead and do so. I have nothing to fear, right? Because when the truth is, when you speak the truth, you're on God's side. And all I'm warning all who want to come after me, I'm a very spiritual person. I am a praying person. Don't mesh with my spirit. Don't mesh with it because it will be a generational curse. It will be a generational curse. You want to come after me, only come at all your own risk. You hear? Because Andy, let me tell you something, eh? Yes, this weak belly woman, from the day Penny opened her mouth, the first day she covered nonsense, I labeled her weak belly, lazy, useless. And I was putting up the three emojis, with the three monkeys: see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, for Penelope Beckles. And what she did there by consorting, I should say, Lennox, as the right word, with the enemies, fraternizing with the enemies, it was distasteful, right? Now they want to say, Big Mouth Marsha want to say Kamala did the same thing when she was in opposition. The person that Kamala sat down with was from the American embassy, right? Kamala never sat down with an enemy. She never sat down with an enemy. So that argument is mute. That's useless. That's wasteless. Find something else. Find something else. Or maybe you should stop while your hormones are them still raging before you respond to anything again. right? When they talk about the sanction, Mrs. Prasad Bisesa, the Prime Minister, and Dr. Munilal wrote the American embassy, the ambassador, telling them do not sanction the whole country. Sanction who is fraternizing with Delcy Rodriguez and Maduro. Lennox, am I wrong or am I wrong?
Correct.
You are
That is what they
absolutely
did.
correct. And of course, we will have an opportunity to elaborate. But go ahead. Yes, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah, right? She never one day sat down with the enemy. And imagine this man is such a coward, right? And he hiding behind Delcy dress. He's such a coward. He come here. They come here now to but what she's persona non grata. But Trump will make you persona non grata just now. She won her seat. She won her election by a landslide, 13 to 26. And you come in to talk about persona non grata? You will have no shame because you stole an election, because the figures not adding up. Let me tell you something. Maduro is an extension of the PNM. His maths was not mathsing with the seats that he won, with the numbers that he said he won. And now, what is the state? And I keep telling our supporters, all you have to bring CNC 3 and all the other newspapers to their knees, right? They put up now protesting in Venezuela. And Andy, you can see that it's Photoshop. Why are they doing that for? So who cares if they protest? We standing by her. And I'm absolutely sure a lot of people will support me in this. We're standing with her. She never one day said we want war with Venezuela. But because she not sided with them on this, right? She not sided with what it is. No, sorry, let me rephrase that. Because she is siding with the Americans trying to get to kill the drug trade. That is what all it vexed with the lady for. And you know who make me ashamed of them, just like Penelope Beckles? Mia Motley. But you see, we are seeing now where she received the highest award from Venezuela, right? We've seen pictures of she and Maduro, the highest award. So that is why she would not rock the Venezuelan boat. They know what it is they benefited from Venezuela, right? And who was the first person that stepped up to the plate to help the Jamaicans?
Wait, you say something
It was
where you say the Venezuelans gave who some award?
Mia Motley. The highest award from Venezuela. I'm sure I sent you the picture, Andy.
What?
Is that why she don't want to say anything? Is that why all of them talk about zona peace? Right? And you know, look, it was our country, it was the first country that stepped up to help the Jamaicans. And now you're hearing these are grateful people talking about they should have do better. And even Penny, weak belly Penny, talking about they should have do better. But Andy, you see, we are a very dishonest society. Right? Very disingenuous and dishonest, and whoever else would, when Lennox could find some to describe them. Right? Mrs. Prasad Bisesa said they airlifted the students out of Jamaica. They even went to Barbados with some of them, right? She said that they were given a cutoff time. Andy, do these parents who making these videos and things now expect these people and them to be flying into the eye of the storm? They told you all when to get ready for, right? There was a cutoff time, but because all you choose to stay in Jamaica, waited for the last minute, all you expected the pilot and them to put themselves in danger to go and pick up all you. All you choose that. And now some of the parents coming out and making video, they let them know. Well, you know, of course, Weak Belly, who's a follower, she's a sheep, right? She had to follow along with some of them. But it's very disingenuous what it is they are saying and what it is they're doing. Before I take my leave, Andy, I just want to reiterate that I stand with Mrs. Prasad Bisesa, and in her call also, Maduro is afraid of calling Trump name, but you prefer to call Mrs. Prasad Bisesa name because you feel that she's a woman and you can take advantage of her. But she said it already. Don't take her quietness for weakness. Don't do that. You hear? And again, all who want to attack me, all you bring it on. But make sure all you have proof of what it is I say. Because all you like Maduro, all you like to attack woman, all you're weak. That's what happened to all you. right? If all they get all this strength from attacking a woman, go right ahead. You hear? I don't want to say what is I want to say, Andy. So I'll end here now. Thank you very much, Andy, for giving me this time. Take care.
Put my hand properly. Good morning to the ground report, Andy, Lennox, Mickie, Kerr, and the rest of Trinidad and Tobago. We have to go back in the archives, you know. We had a shipment of gun that came into Trinidad and went in a warehouse. Where them.
Morning, Mother Bernie, and morning to the whole of our Tobago brothers and sisters. Good morning to each and every one of you out there in Tobago.
Them gun there. Police went up in the forest, was said they under surveillance and was watching an area. They pick up a set of gun. Where them gun there? Forest children were training on the range with high power rifles. Where them gun there? Where all these sniper rifles and all these things that come in the country, where there is. Trinidad and Tobago people all must have common sense and stop being dotish because of a party. A party can't make your life good. You have to think, you have to go back in your brain cells and understand that what you're thinking is nonsense concerning with the PNM party. PNM never care about the people at Trinidad and Tobago. They never care. All these murders and all these things that went on, you ever see a PNM minister go by anybody and say they're sorry and give them condolences? Not Anja Barrett, not even the little 12-year-old girl the other day, not the little 8-year-old one, none of them. You never see they go and give condolences to the family. What about the divers? What about the divers? Up to now, the divers can't get compensation. You stop people from going down and dive to save these people and let them suffocate for how much days inside of the pipeline. It's long time the criminal gang working. There is a gang of people in the CARICOM that is working. It's a gang. You get one going in Barbados, abduct a man, bring him back here, and nobody kidnap him, and nobody ain't doing nothing. And then she have a bigger post now. She could go in as a junior, go in a senior office, and arrest she. And nobody ain't saying nothing about that. Nobody ain't talking about the nonsense that were going on in Trinidad and Tobago with these PNM people. When UNC win, they say it's war, war, war. And the war has begun because they're in war with Venezuela. They don't care nothing about Trinidad and Tobago. They're siding with Venezuela with all this nonsense. Is them send them picture there for them with Kamala picture? With them plot care there for them to protest in Venezuela and say they don't wash it. Kamala don't want them here neither. Tanti Cams? Send back them with the deportees. Send them back in the country to meet the boss. There is the boss. They have a boss here, but she's not in charge of nothing. The penniless. So she can't do nothing. All them down in sea, just and all about. Send them back to the country. They're wasting with time here. They're not doing nothing more than committing a set of crime. Trinidad and Tobago people just disarm you. They just take off your limbs. They just take off your head and put it one way, your foot, your hand, your this, your that. It's not so they just murder people, yeah? Even though they murder somebody. So we know where these things are coming from. They're swapping guns for food in the sea and kill out so much of we fishermen in the sea, and nobody saying nothing because Rowley agree with Maduro because he went and danced. He was having a ball, he and Stuart Young. They was having a ball. And all the time plans were being put in place to squeeze the neck of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. They want to kill we, but we ain't got dead. We ain't got dead, you know. God go keep we and God go show we where them go feel the pain. Vengeance is here, you know, and he shall repay. People of Trinidad and Tobago, think for yourself and see the little 6 months that Kamala inside of the money where they say she do have. What she doing with it? She trying to bring back jobs for people. All of course, it was see paper and say, what list, that the only work you have? You don't want no more. You don't want nothing to elevate yourself and make yourself into something. It's only CPEP. And you RP. All catch yourself and make yourself into something. As far as I see the black man that already want, never want the black people to raise their standard. He wanted them to remain in the gutter, cutting grass and doing all them kind of thing. And he want to be in the Twin Tower and eat the ham, lamb, and jam. He and his friends, family, and financiers, and leave the people of Trinidad and Tobago to suffer. All you don't see the kind of man this man is. He heart black. He heart black. And even though he bleached it out with Clorox, he now come out. He wicked. And the people that follow him, wicked the same way. All of them evil. All of them don't like nobody, and all of them don't want to see progress. All of them had big contracts as government ministers and feeding out of the trough. That is why they're cussing so now, because the government changed and the voter bank program and them probably close them off to start up something new. People of Trinidad and Tobago, listen to your PM. She's the person in charge of the country, not penniless. And they could do what they want. Just now it's Tobago House of Assembly election. And we don't want the PNM here. They could do what they want. And we don't want them here. They can't come back here. And we don't want them here. Penny can't. Let she come here, come campaign and meet me. And I will tell her all that I know and what me know. Keep these people away from us. They're fighting all kind of fight. They're running here, there, and it made it see they get a series of meeting at Tobago, but none of me, which part me live. Let it come. You not afraid me? Come, me are the person for it. Supposed to not afraid. Because when me open my mouth, everybody does listen. So tell them, if enough will come at Tobago, we don't want them. They're dead, they're done, they're finished, they're buried, they can't dig up back, and it's that.
Hey! Maraboni we are central there, boy partner. They're dead, they're gone, they're buried, they can't come back. And it's that, boy Lennox Smith.
Yeah, that's a typical human being, they're very adaptive,
yeah,
creative,
boy.
and they could make even much more impressive something that might have gone before, introduced by someone else, and they will make it original when she has done that.
Yeah, boy.
It sounds original.
It's like she sing a Whitney Houston song and sing it better than Whitney Houston. That is so adaptable. What?
Yeah. It like reggae, sweet music.
What?
Sweet beat, sweet music. Yes, from everything else. Yes, indeed. You, if you don't have a call, I would want to respond to, of course, the other side of the coin that the Americans that would have been responsible for the agony and pain that the administration there have faced, and as a consequence, the people.
There are two calls, but go ahead. Call us, hold on there. Go ahead. Because you say you don't know it already.
Yeah, I did, because you see, it is nestled in anthropology. It is nestled, of course, in a Marxist view of how history is created. History is created by one group taking over from another group. That's how it is. America was not the most powerful country at one point in time. In fact, Great Britain was one, France was one, and we can go on and on. So I don't want to go that far back. But the point I am making is that there has always been what is called a hegemonious entity, whether it be a state, whether it be a group, as the case may be. And the Americans have a hegemonious dominance in the Western world, the Western hemisphere of the world. Let's not waste time with that. And therefore, they are going to flex their muscle when they see fit. What you have to do as an emerging, or even though you are in disagreement with them, you have to adapt and adjust in the interests of your people. All right. So Chavez came on the scene. The people inside of Venezuela were not being treated correctly. In fact, there was an oligarch that was, of course, centralizing 80%, just as Trinidad at one time, of the wealth, the private wealth in particular. I think it's still so, but that was being done blatantly in favor of the already rich. So here comes Chavez. I mean, there's some challenges that he took. He even went to jail, but at the end of the day, he was able to gain power through an electoral process. And then, of course, he started his socialist agenda, where he tried to distribute the wealth of the country among the poor. And those who were disadvantaged at the time, including, of course, the provision of, he invented, of course, the Petro-Caribe, all of that in order to, of course, cement his populist movement. But it came a time when that began to fail. You cannot take on the unproductive part of a society and then, of course, reinforce non-production by taking the wealth and distributing it and giving handouts without they themselves being productive. So it began to flounder, it began to fail. Of course, those elements inside of Venezuela who miss the dominance are not going to stand still, are not going to lie low. So therefore, they encourage that situation. And then, of course, they have connections with the hegemonious dominance, meaning that the United States and other European, or should I say Western-based countries. And they began, of course, their agenda to undermine Chavez. The fact of the matter is that he came and died. Okay, fine. But then comes, of course, Maduro. Maduro decided to pursue that same course of action, even though the economy was floundering, even though that experiment was being, of course, destroyed and becoming obsolete, but yet still he continued. And then, of course, the most cardinal sin, that when time comes for popularity and for free and fair elections, you decide to manipulate and to make certain that you remain in power. And that is what has happened. So what the Americans will do, that would have been the new order of the day. You are not, of course, allowing the people of Venezuela to, in a free and fair election, to select who they would like. The hegemonious power, meaning that the United States decides, well, listen, we are going to put pressure on you to, of course, conform to what is considered to be the best form of government created by human beings. That is to say, democracy. And then, of course, all of the other things started to follow.
Everything else started to follow.
Reinforce, and, of course, creating this scenario where the Americans decided, of course, to bring sanctions for him to come to his knees and for him to do the right thing. And he should take a page from Kamala Persad-Bissessar. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, understand. I'm sure they understand the overwhelming power of the United States. Anybody who have a sense of history will understand that. So what do? You then worm your way through that and make certain that you do not, of course, go overboard to the point where you anger that hegemonious force until you have the chance to be your own independent person in real. And of course, I want to conclude by saying China did that. China understood that. And what China did, it was America that, of course, caused them to be in the World Trade Organization, etc. And then, of course, they invited their people, even though they had a communist or have a communist administration. But the fact is that they have become economically and militarily powerful, and therefore they could compete with the United States and probably talk in terms of taking over the role of the United States as the hegemony force or power in the world. That is how it is. But you have nothing. What you have to adapt and adjust. So Maduro has reached a stage where he must now, of course, make his departure. That experiment has failed.
Nice. Hey, you have 2 minutes, boy. You have 2 minutes. Time check. It's about it's 6 minutes to the hour. And I have about 2 more calls to take. Sorry about that, Mr. Barrow. Go ahead. You have about 2 minutes, boy. Go ahead.
Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Andy. And, gentlemen, let me tell you something. Plenty people getting distracted and feel this situation is about Kamala Persad-Bissessar and she don't want peace and thing in the region. You know. People don't understand how big and powerful the drug industry is worldwide. You know. Right now, that system is losing billions and billions of dollars because of what Trump doing right now in the region. You know. And they would go all out to make all kind of distraction, to make it sound like if it's war and is the prime minister doing this and doing that, to dismantle that opposition that they're getting where the drug trade is concerned right now. You know. People looking at small little things and they're realizing this drug cartel is so powerful and they infiltrate every institution to the highest level in society, you know. And once you start, now, who could like Trump or who could ever like Trump? Trump is the only person in history now that is standing and putting down some sort of opposition where the drug trade is concerned, you know. And it could have people in the highest office could try to get rid of these people, you know. And the support that our prime minister is standing with America, with this drug trade, I'm surprised that something more serious and try to come to attack her or some kind of thing yet, you know. But where she is siding is a win-win every situation, anyhow this thing turn out. We don't need any kind of support from Maduro, whether he in office or out of office. Who we need support from is United States of America. And you see all them other Caribbean islands who in CARICOM and who talking, it have repercussions for them yet to come. Then when they go realize how powerful and who they're supposed to be siding with, they feel they'll get some frigates from Maduro, some kind of thing. But they're realizing when this thing settle down, within about 2 months, so if so much, you're going to see how them small other Caribbean islands and Barbados, Grenada, all of them who feel they're supporting Maduro would start to sing us a different tune and start bawling. But what people don't understand, and you had to look at the trail where PNM always support drug dealing in the country. When the partnership got into office and Gary Griffith started to go against the drug trade and start to make an impact, they do every single thing in their power to make him. He even had to send his family out of this country. And as I always say, anytime you doing something to destroy or to dismantle the drug trade, if you again threatened or if somebody try to assassinate you, then you are doing nothing. You're only mama guy. So they do everything to get the UNC out of office. For that 10 years, PNM come into office, you hear they do anything to affect the drug trade? They complaining all the time about the borders. They may put even as much as a pirogue between Venezuela to stop that drug trade. Drugs come in, out, gone, normal. You didn't hear nothing. None of the police, none of the ministers and them who are aligned with the PNM, nobody never get threatened or anything like that. Look as soon as, and all where they was complaining about the border protection. Now we get free border protection. Not even a Pampano is without water. They want to come and trade that water because they're afraid. The name alone, Pampano, they are fish. They're afraid to come across and trade that because Trump will lick them up. Now that we get all the protection we want, they vex again. Because that just goes to show how they are aligned. And look, the first thing they do, they run gun to support Maduro. And this dotish one, Rowley, you was talking about patriotism and who's patriotic and all kind of thing. Your country being threatened, a legitimate government that the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago put into office to manage the affairs. And tell me one thing so far that our Prime Minister has done that wasn't for the country and the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Tell me one thing. You see she get any contract, any CPEP contract and taking $2 million and buying house and building goat pen and all kind of thing. All this person is doing, the Honorable Kamala Persad is trying to fix Trinidad and Tobago and trying to give the people a better life. But the people who support PNM wouldn't understand that. Because since Eric Williams days, they get brainwashed. Just look at all the PNM stronghold in the country. And PNM governed this country for over 50 years. The watchword in PNM stronghold community is CPEP, URP, community leader, ghetto, on education, single parent, squatting. That is the what drugs, killing one another. That is the mantras of the PNM stronghold.
Thank you.
So now, okay, gentlemen, I know I'm going.
It's 9 o'clock. You take it.
No. Once again, of course, that level of discussion.
Have a good morning, gentlemen.
Flies over a lot of people's head, but that is the way. That is how you analyze the things, and then you come to the reasonable conclusion that Kamala Persad is on the right path. So she understands history. She understands where the position is. Because remember, at one time, Maduro came here on her invitation between 2010 and 2015, right? But it's after, of course, when things turned sour with the United States, indictment notwithstanding, then, of course, she had to take the particular position in opposition and now in government. It demonstrates a level of consistency, but a high degree of pragmatism as well.
Nice.
in the
All we
interest
gotta
of
do is
Trinidad and
just
Tobago, of
take
course.
one call from Central, who keep calling all time and she can get you. So she's the last caller. Time check is 1 minute past the hour of 9 o'clock. Right? And we have to go. I have an engagement to go on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Go ahead, Central. Last call. You have 2 minutes, Central.
All right. Thank you so much, Andy. Good morning, Andy, Mickie, Lennox Smith, Trinidad and Tobago Central here. Pleasant good morning. Andy and Trinidad and Tobago, make this thing make sense. We Prime Minister have never once yet say that she is in war with Venezuela, right? But you're telling me in Venezuela, the Prince of Pity and protesting across there and indicating that this and that and the other about our Prime Minister across there, right? But then Trump is the one who come from Maduro. But then yet, them kind of. So this is not a clear vision, Trinidad and Tobago, to show the stinking, dead, nasty, corrupted, wicked, cold-hearted last administration, PNM. This is not what it is that they're doing under
Yeah, they have hands in it. You can see the PNM have hands in all what's going on there now.
Yes, Andy. And I want the right thinking citizen in this country to understand it. There's no time. Look, weak belly penny. Andy, hear what I'm telling you. I wish that they could tell us we have to be able to crown the most educated, solid program. Hear what I'm telling you. I must be the first one to come and crown you with platinum around your neck. With the kind of level and information and the kind of distance you just go to get it to get them brains in the head, the right thinking in it. You understand what we're saying? Because it has some Trinbagonians to play foolish. They're playing smart with foolishness, Trinidad and Tobago. And what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, we know PNM is the one who doing it because at the end of the day, the 13 bad spiriters who sell out themselves, them up inside of the parliament, they who talk about is war, is war, it's war. At the end of the day, all you know what cooking in all your pot, all you too nasty, and all you will never see the power of doors again in the political arena. All you will always say opposite, and all you will try to go back there, but all you will never see it again. All you too wicked PNM, all you too nasty and corrupted to the core, and we calling all our commissioner of police to go to Weak Belly Telly House and investigate and find out why she went by that Venezuelan ambassador. You know what we're saying? And what the conversation you had with the people and them. You're too nasty. You're going against your own people. Saying you have no shame. You're nasty for wicked man. You understand what we're saying? You need to think about what it is you're doing because you're putting the citizen life at risk. Andy, I don't want to think because I don't know we crossed the time already. With one people, one nation, one love. Unity will always be code. And it's that.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Well, boy, Trinidad and Tobago, don't forget the night corridor transformation. Yours truly, Lennox Smith, from 8 p.m. You all could have choose the thousands of you that have locked on this morning. Could have choose anywhere else or any other program to lock on to in Trinidad and Tobago on social media. But you all choose the Ground Report. We appreciate it and we thank you all for your loyalty, your commitment to the #1 program in Trinidad and Tobago on a morning right here, the Ground Report. For those of you voice notes that did not play, it will be played tomorrow morning, please God. So again, until tomorrow morning, please God, on behalf of the Ground Report team, Lennox the Big Word Man, Mickie K, better known as the Mighty K. I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. Same time tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. We are out of here.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang. bang, bang.